Yo, 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 it's your boy Sean Puff. I'm here with Lonelle Walker. And this is Smarks, Spot Monkeys, and Super Geeks.
Let's go.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Jesus Christ, bro. What am I not doing is the better question. Fuck. Oh, man. Just running around, man. You know, doing the 1-2, handling business, man. Was down at the State House today dealing with some swanky shit. But back to the grind, man. Back to the grind.
Nice. Well, now we got to get this episode out. So last episode is, you might have thought you missed it. We had some technical issues. It's out there. Look for it. You'll see it. My
iMac died. It's bullshit.
It happens. You have technical issues, setbacks, things happen. It's working through it, but it's all good. I want to start out real quick by just having a moment to remember two very important figures that we lost this week. Ole Anderson, the famous Anderson family. Arn Anderson's brother, who wasn't his real brother, but he was his kayfabe brother. You see the two of them together, you would have thought they were brothers. He passed away. I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but it was announced yesterday during Raw. It got announced, so I don't know if it had just come out then. And this morning, the news broke that Mike Jones, a.k.a. Virgil, a.k.a. Vincent, a.k.a. Curly Bill, passed away this morning. That's very sad, especially Virgil is a guy who did a lot in the business. He was very involved. He loved the fans. He loved being out there, but he struggled. He didn't, that whole generation of wrestlers didn't make a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
So bless you.
Thanks.
So they didn't have the financial support they need right now, right?
Yeah.
So guys like Virgil would go out to do Comic Cons and WrestleCons and like set up to get
some money.
And there's a infamous meme that goes around of him sitting at a table all by himself, nobody coming in his line or anything.
Dang.
Yeah, so it's kind of sad when you see that, but I do know people. One of my last co-hosts before we brought the show here, he actually worked with Virgil this past October. So we got to work with him, and he said, he was hurting. He was in bad shape. So even though it's sad that he's gone, it's good to know that he's not in the pain like he was. Like he wasn't going through what he was going through at the time.
Yeah, it seems like he lived a long life too, you know what I mean? Like he got around to the retirement age too, you know what I mean? Once you get, I keep telling everybody, once you get past like 60, bro, you're in bonus levels.
Right. And he just got diagnosed with dementia too.
Oh yeah, so that's rough. That's rough. That's a rough way to go.
Yeah, especially when you're dealing with all that. And it used to be an out with people, and that probably took a big toll on him. I don't really know what happened with Ole Anderson. He was just old. He was older than Virgil, I believe. Yeah. So, but it happens. It's sad. I'm just like, man, I wonder who the third's going to be. It always happens in threes, they say, right?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering who the third's going to be. However, I did also hear today, and this is kind of crazy, Tim Wakefield. No, he died recently of cancer.
Yeah.
His widow just died of cancer today.
Oh, wow.
Which is nuts to think that they both had cancer.
Yeah, that is crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, think about that. They were both fighting cancer together. That's nuts. Like, what were you doing? Like, some of you were eating, places you were going. Like, how do you both got cancer?
I mean, shit, don't take me down that rabbit hole. We got too much shit in all of our stuff.
Right.
Like, there's shit that we eat here, and we keep calling us a first world country, but we do a lot of backward shit here. Like, there's shit that we eat here that literally is not allowed anywhere else. So,
right. Look at some of our foods, and then look at go to Europe and look at them.
I mean, they've been talking about it. Like, if you could just go on, Google and just look up what do they call it? Hyper cancers. Look that shit up.
Right. That's nuts.
I thought COVID was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till you catch that hyper cancer, son.
But rest in peace to Ole Anderson,
Facts.
Mike Jones, Virgil. You will both be very missed, and I kind of hope that Virgil. They say that. I was actually watching this video today when they were saying that they did these studies and showed that people, they've put them into like a comatose state where they're like almost dead and they experience the beginning of death. And they said that they're out of their body actually floating and they can see what's going on and they like stuck around and watch what's happening. So if that's the case and that's real, I don't know how real it is. Anything, I can make a video saying
who the hell knows?
Right. But if it's real, I hope Virgil's looking down like, damn, everybody's talking about me today. That's cool. I didn't think that was going to happen. Because he did a lot in the sport. It was
fucking die and reincarnate as a pubic hair. Who the fuck knows?
Right, who knows?
Who knows, man?
Who knows? I mean, he spent all that time as
RIP to those gentlemen, though, man.
He spent all that time as the bodyguard of the $1 Million Man.
Yeah, yep.
So it was always like that lower level guy, but always brought a lot. I think that his funniest role was when he was part of the West Texas Rednecks with Kurt Angle, not Kurt Angle, Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect.
Mr. Perfect.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a throwback.
I think it was Mr. Perfect, Barry Windham, and Kendall Windham. There might have been one more, and then Curly Bill. And they had, look it up, they had a hit song that was called Rap is Crap. I like country music. I like country girls. It's only one thing that I hate, and it's a bunch of crap. I hate rap.
Oh my God.
That was back when WCW was doing this weird angle where they brought in Master P. And Master P had a whole crew that he was managing.
I remember this. Yeah,
it was his crew against the redneck crew. They made the I Hate Rap song.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, let's get into talking about today, what's going on. So not a lot, but a lot. There's a bunch of little things going on. One thing I wanted to bring up, just something that people have been talking about on the internet. The IWC chirps and whines about everything. So Triple H, the way he's been booking Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
So Money in the Bank has always been, you get Money in the Bank, you can cash it in, world title, anytime you want.
Mm-hmm.
And it's infamously been done like when people are in the worst positions. Like someone barely wins a match and then gets beat up by the guy that they beat. And then out comes the Money in the Bank guy, cashes it in and gets his easy win for the world title. Well, Triple H has had 2 times with it, and he booked Austin Theory to cash it in the U.S. title and lose. And now it's being teased that Damian Priest is going to cash it in against Gunter for the Intercontinental title. So there's people saying, "What is this? You're minimizing Money in the Bank. It doesn't have the power that it once did. If you're going to cash it in on U.S. titles and Intercontinental titles, not the world title, because." In all reality, think about it. I got this briefcase I can cash in for a title opportunity anytime I want. Why would I cash it in for a low card title? I want the top title. I want to wait till the champion's knocked out, laid out in the middle of the ring.
I think it's probably a strategy to bring some more awareness to those titles. You don't want to get to the point where like only one title really matters.
Fair, but I feel like it's still get rid of Money in the Bank if that's the case. You don't even need to do it anymore. You don't really need to do it anymore.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a good twist, though. I think it's a decent twist. I mean, because it gives you something else to look at. You can say nothing else, you can say that it was unpredictable. Before that, it was predictable.
Right.
So sometimes you do things just to switch it up a little bit.
But that's the thing. I think
we don't know what the long term. I think the wrestling community needs to shut the fuck up. We don't even know what the long term plan is, man. Like people are just whining about everything, bro. Like
he came out and mentioned it on this let the guy work. He approached him on Raw this week and said that I'm going to challenge you. I think I'm going to challenge you for the Intercontinental title. And people are like, what? Why would you do that?
Because he wants to. Relax.
I don't know.
Let it rock.
I'm kind of with the IWC on this one though. I'm like, it was like you've had Money in the Bank around for a decade now.
Yeah.
And I guess you're switching it up to make it fresh.
It's repetitive.
But
it's a lot of it. Like, yo, you know who doesn't care? You know who likes to switch up? The younger fans. Wrestling's been around so long that there's a disconnect I've noticed. Because when I talk to, like some of the younger kids, there's a disconnect between that group and the younger kids. The younger kids are enjoying what's going on. It's the older heads that's trying to stay in some like weird ass nostalgic phase of like things just staying the way they are, the way they love it. It's like, shut the fuck up. Shit changes, bro. Vince McMahon shitted on a bitch and he's gone. Shit is changing, guys. Shit is changing. Okay? Like just Just go with the flow, man. Is wrestling still an impactful, prestigious entity worldwide? And did it start from a little ass trailer park type vibe to becoming a global conglomerate? Well, shit's gonna happen, man. And if you want to shit stay the same, tell Vince to stop shitting on people, man. Like, blame Vince.
But you can't because you guys all hated Vince. So if you blame Vince,
oh yeah,
I'm like, now you're mad at Vince for this, and you were mad at Vince before now for what he was doing.
Well, we don't want Triple H saying what would Vince do,
right? Fact.
So
maybe you do as what would Vince do? Don't do that.
yeah, that would be funny. That would be funny. But I don't know. I just think they're trying out different things with new leadership. I think the community has to allow some grace. With so many changes going on. First off, here's the problem that I think the WWE really has right now. An abundance of talent and not enough ways to maximize all of them.
You think so?
I think they got let me put it like, let's take talent down. They have an abundance of characters with followings. Regardless of how, you're a diehard. Regardless of how the diehard feels, what I'm looking at is all of these guys have massive fans. You feel what I'm saying? And you're trying to feed each audience, and like the plate's almost too big. It's like, how can you make Bianca Belair the shit, and then make Jade the shit, and then make this one the shit, and then make it's like and there's just so many players. Like when I was watching way back when, we had a big group, but it was like not this. It really is the WWE universe. Yeah. So it's almost they're almost in the phase of like where Marvel and DC is, where it's like, what the fuck? Who's the top guy?
See, I think AEW has more of that problem than WWE, where they have,
but they have shitty script writers though.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like WWE's trying to write quality scripts.
Yep.
For high value talent, and they just can't. I don't know how they're going to balance that. And that's what I think this is. I think you got to switch it up. And like, okay, if you got this whole bloodline thing going on, you got this whole Cody Rhodes story thing going on, you got all of this shit that's over there that's kind of like makes money that made Money in the Bank have to switch. I think, in my opinion.
I guess. Yeah.
Unless you're bringing in the right person to get in the mix. But right now, you have a solid few years that you can play this out. Whatever the fuck they're doing right now seems like it's a long-term thing over there. So you probably want to use that to mix something else up, and then maybe you can have that belt go against this person.
Like you said, Roman's had the title for 3 years now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
this story's been going for 3 years as this.
Yeah. So let's see. But the story, you know how like the story's been going for a while, but like I think we just like, like fucking the Power series or whatever, whatever. I don't even watch Power. I don't know why the fuck I just use that as a reference, but the next season, I think we're in like the next book.
Oh yeah.
The next iteration, because with The Rock being back, it just changed so much shit.
So last year
revitalized it.
It did, absolutely. Last year at WrestleMania, at the post conference when they were talking to Paul Heyman about it, he said we're in the third inning. Mm-hmm. People were like, wait, what? We're only in the third inning, man. We got a lot to go.
There's a lot to go.
Yeah,
and you got a lot of talent.
More layers than an onion.
A lot of players. What? I don't know. What do you see? Let's say you don't take it away.
What? Don't take it away from Roman?
No. I'm saying let's say you don't take the Money in the Bank away, right?
Yeah.
So you just keep it the same? Like, doesn't that get stale after a while? Like, it gets predictive?
I guess. I mean, that's why they've had a couple people lose here and there, so that you don't always win. Or like someone will call out someone and say, "Listen, I'm not going to be cheap and come get you when you're down. I'm coming to your face and telling you next week.
Yeah,
I'm cashing in against you. So be here, me and you.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So there's like different ways like that you could go with it. They've had people cash in and make it into triple threat matches. But I do think part of it is probably what you're saying with where do you go?
Where do you go?
You're not going to take it from Roman. And then you're just going to bury the guy, and people are going to be mad that you buried the guy to Roman that won Money in the Bank.
And then it's also like, while that big ass narrative's going on, how do you bring attention back to Gunter and all these guys that hold those belts? You know what I'm saying? Right. So you almost need a dynamic to shift some attention that way while this is brewing.
Yeah.
I think it was a good strategy because look at people are talking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And the world title picture on Raw, the world title picture on Raw is kind of tied up right now. You know that. So you've got
what the rest of the year
Seth
is.
Drew. Drew's probably going to walk out of Mania with it, and he's going to hold it until he loses to CM Punk when he comes back from his injury.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, that's what I'm expecting there. But we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Mean, but it could be time to just hang up Money in the Bank and say, all right, this is old. We're like trying to do other things. We're jumping the shark with it because we did run out of things to do with it. Let's just get rid of it. We don't need it. Like that.
Let's see what it materializes to. Let's see what happens with this. You might like the match. You might like the dynamic. Let's see how they play it out first.
Yeah.
Let's let them get to the other side of it, and then we can debate. If the match is whack and it's lackluster, you don't set the dynamics up right, then we got, you give the audience the right to complain, man.
And then we had Shawn Spears. Formerly, he was Ty Dillinger first in WWE, and then he went to AEW and used his Shawn Spears name. And he had a surprise return. This was amazing to me because this was a very well kept secret. Like I get a lot of dirt sheet stuff, backstage scoops. I know a lot of things that are going to go on, but this I had no idea. There was no anything from anybody. I thought it was somebody that was coming over from New Japan. We heard rumors that it might have been Tama the vignettes that was showing up, or it could have been Kojima, I think, was the other one that was coming. That might be coming over. Someone else was coming over. But regardless, nobody thought it was Shawn Spears. I did not hear any single person be like, this could be Shawn Spears or Ty Dillinger. He was the perfect 10 when he was in WWE, originally in NXT, before he went over there. So, but it was very well done. Some people are like, it's because nobody cared. And I think that's just the angry AEW fans that are mad.
That or back to the previous, which is there's just so much attention over here right now.
Now you got to watch. You're gonna start to notice the AEW fans.
Yeah,
they get angry.
Oh no, I've already
they get angry if somebody.
I've already went down to AEW X Twitter rabbit hole.
It's weird. Like someone will leave AEW and go to WWE, and now they hate him. They're the worst person in the world. They're the biggest piece of shit. They should die, and their family shouldn't ever have food.
Tribalism.
Like, what?
It's tribalism.
Which is nuts because there's not tribalism like that within the wrestling industry, right? Like they go to each other's shows.
But like you're talking about a guy who's the son of a football team owner. He might have brought some of that crowd in.
I guess.
Because that feels like a football tribalism more than a wrestling tribalism. Because I guess, but
I don't think that's what it is. Because it's just that certain. When AEW came up, they were coming. They wanted to go after WWE. That was the original plan.
Yep.
We're gonna take on WWE. So they kind of just all got on board with it, and then all the WWE fans calling them a t-shirt company.
Oh yeah. We talked about this.
all that. You get they're mad at that.
Yeah. They set the tone early.
A bunch of angry kids in
competition's
their mom's
good,
basement. Bunch of angry guys in their mom's basement. You can't.
Healthy competition's good though.
Right. It's very true.
Competition's good for business.
But when the competition isn't real and it's just like between the fans being angry at each other.
That's great for business too.
For business,
keeps the conversation.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're right. Absolutely.
It's good for business.
But anyway, great way to have him come back. I know you've been busy, so you probably didn't see it.
I did not.
He came back and Rich Holland was in the ring giving a promo, and he came out and laid him out with a chair. And his gimmick when he was in AEW was he was the chairman.
I like that good play. That's a good play.
Yeah, so he came out with a chair, laid him out. So that was kind of cool.
That's a very good play right there.
Speaking of AEW, they get a new Dynamite logo that's going to be unveiled in the March 6th episode. I'll give that to you, and you can put it up on this so you guys can see it. Have you seen it yet?
Mm-mm.
I think I got a picture of it here, so I'll show it to you. Because I want to get your opinion on it. I don't know that I really like it. It's all right, I guess. It's who has it? Let's see. I'm in so many wrestling groups on here. I
wonder what sparked the change.
I feel like just sometimes you just got to freshen things up and go new. And someone was probably just like, listen, with everything that's been going on, let's give us a new look. And what the hell is this thing? Here it is. That's the new Dynamite logo.
All right, now I gotta go look at the previous one real quick because I remember what it looks like. But
so it's I don't know. It's
see it side by side.
I don't know that I'm a fan of the multicolors. That like the old one was just kind of blah. I get that. It wasn't really anything. It was just Dynamite underneath the logo.
Yeah,
it was more about AEW than Dynamite.
That's more branded.
Yeah.
I don't know about the colors too, though.
Yeah, I don't know that I like the color scheme.
Yeah. I would have stuck with a solid color. Like, I would have stuck with maybe just the blue or just the orange and the red. But yeah.
Right. I don't know. But I think, so again, this is...
It's nicer than the first one, though. It just needs that...
I think part of this is what AEW does. They're like super woke.
Because this is trash.
Yeah, that's
trash.
Yeah. Yeah.
The old one's trash. So they had to do something.
How about that?
Wow.
Somebody got a Tony Khan tattoo, and it's horrible. It's horrible. We'll show you. I'll give you this.
What other way to tell me you do coke?
His Booker of the Year, man. Booker of the Year, Tony Khan.
Coke out.
Nuts. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think
so
it's better than the original.
What do you think? Now, see, that's what I'm saying. Look, more talent coming over. Where do you think he's going to play? In what role in NXT?
I think NXT can use that extra like star power. Okay. He's just like a name that's known, and I think it's good down there because they've brought up like NXT is pretty much the developmental brand, right? Yep. So they bring up a lot of guys. So I feel like we've recently had some guys come up, and it's about to be Mania season, so they're going to bring up more guys either right before or right after Mania because like we're right there. So you're going to have to replenish NXT, and it's always good to bring in a guy or two that's already established.
Okay.
Because for one, you're gonna get pops from them, and you're gonna get people asses in seats, right?
Got you.
And then the other side is if they put somebody over, it's wow, they beat.
Got you.
They beat
Shawn Spears. Yeah.
Not like he beat Tony D'Angelo. Who cares? It's Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah, Joe Smo.
Right. So I think
makes sense. Makes sense. But yeah, the logo.
I mean, better than the original. They needed to do something that branded the show more than just AEW.
You ain't got nobody on Dad's staff. The Jaguars got some nice shit, man. You don't got nobody over there that can just like whip you up some shit. Like, whose kid did you get to do that? Like, I'm trying to be nice.
I bet the Young Bucks made it. It
is better than that had to be some kids. Like, that was some kids right there. It's like, I did that shit. You did that shit in paint, bro. Like, that's crazy.
I can make you a better one on designer.
You did it in paint, bro. That shit's ridiculous. You did it in paint, bro. I was trying to be nice. Tony, but damn. That shit's pretty bad, man.
So, since we're on this AEW road, I want to talk about Fuego del Sol. I don't know if you know who Fuego del Sol is.
No.
But so he's a I don't even like calling him a lucha wrestler. He's a lucha wrestler. Mm-hmm. But he's like a white guy from like Michigan or something.
Oh,
he's friends with Cody
Rhodes. Okay.
And he got this spot. He's like this scrawny guy who's not like... So basically, he came out and said that after Cody left, he started falling off. They weren't booking him as much. Mm-hmm. And he went from like every week he was on TV to
so he was a carry-on bag, basically, for Cody. Like, yeah, come on.
Right. And that's kind of...
Carry my bags, bitch.
I've been saying all the time. That's what AEW kind of was as it came up. It was these guys that started the company. Cody, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, Hangman Page, and Tony Khan. They had a little crew and they brought in all their boys. Mm-hmm. And Fuego del Sol was one of them. And he's like, oh, well, it's because of this. No, dude. It's because you're trash. You're not a good wrestler. You're culturally appropriating a Mexican gimmick. Stop. You're trash. That's why you're not an AEW anymore. And they realize that you're only getting the job because... And it is what it is. You know what I mean? And
I mean, we had Yokozuna acting like he was Japanese, so.
But you
know what I'm saying?
I guess it was a different time. I'll say that it was a different time, but it was more accepted. This is Fuego del Sol.
I mean,
he looks like he's like 73 pounds soaking wet. Your son could probably whip his ass.
Yeah, probably. But I mean, you know what I'm saying?
And he's like, well, it's because Cody left that. No, it's because you only had the job because, well, yes. So yes, because Cody left, but it's because you only had that job because Cody was there because you're not qualified to be that guy that's on TV like that. You're trying to like make this guy something. No, you're nothing. That's why no one's knocking down your door. Yep. He's not in MLW. Yep. He's not in TNA. WWE's never going to call.
Yeah, some people just don't know when they're to help, man.
Right.
You're to help, bro.
So this.
Go get my car, bitch.
Go fuck get my car. Right. Seriously. And I hate. And plus, there's already your position is already filled. There's already a white guy who's culturally appropriating the Mexican culture with a luchador gimmick in AEW.
White people culturally appropriating shit?
Excalibur, as I call him, Low Caliber, the commentator. Like, he's already the white guy that's being a luchador. We can't have two white guys that are being luchadors in the same company. It's just not good. Now you're overdoing it. Now it becomes a problem, and you can be canceled. One guy, it's all right.
Yeah, we got to meet the quota.
Right.
That's crazy, though. I don't know, man. Appropriation shit's kind of getting wacky, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to explain to somebody, like, this, like, and imagine, this is going to sound really crazy to somebody watching this right now, but I had to explain to somebody, like, no one invented dreads, you dickheads. Niggas was in caves and in the fucking wild getting chased by saber-toothed tigers with no hair care. Niggas didn't have none of that shit that you use. So everybody at one point, if you had hair on your head with no hair care, was out here matted and knotted, fam.
Right. Caveman
what
had
the
dreads.
fuck are we talking about, bro?
Caveman
so
didn't
like
have crew
sometimes
cuts.
black people, we just be taking some shit and running with it. Like, nigga. You understand? So when people be like, white people with dreads is appropriation of Jamaican culture, what the fuck are we talking about? How far back y'all want to go? So some shit we just got to take a pause on, guys. And yeah, so some of this appropriation shit, I'm like, I don't know, man.
What? So let me say this.
Let me give you this.
No one's complaining about Excalibur culturally appropriating
the
just
Mexican
you. Culture, just me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. So Sean, Puff's gonna, cancel you. My bad. All right.
I bet you there's a couple other people that don't like it.
Yo, here's the thing with Mexicans. He picked the right ones. Mexicans and Asians will play up on their own stereotypes and make money, bro. Like these niggas came here and started Chinese food and don't eat none of that shit. They made an Americanized thing and said, here, this is for y'all.
Right.
And call it Chinese food. And Chinese people be coming here from the mainland and be like, nigga, we don't eat that shit. You don't want to talk about what they do eat. But anyway.
I go to Jade Garden all the time. It's my favorite spot out there. There's a shout out you should sponsor.
Yeah, go to Jade Garden in mainland China. You ain't gonna have none of that shit on the
Oh, no, but we go to Jade Garden, right? And Cam, the dude that owns it.
Yeah.
His family will be out there eating. They ain't eating what we're eating.
No.
They do not have anything that we're eating on their plates at all. The whole family's sitting there eating something different.
Nope.
Feeding us this caca.
I mean, listen.
But I like it.
I know the Board of Health has to check it. And I'm not really, honestly, like, what's crazy is that people say that, but Chinese food is still healthier than a fucking Wendy's sandwich, bro. Right. Like, oh my God.
Well, half other shit.
You know what I mean? It's just a different kind of, what it is when you drown that shit in that duck sauce. But anyway, we've been on a tangent here about Chinese food and appropriation and shit.
That's
the point is that, like, I've seen Mexicans make an entire career, or Latins in general make an entire career playing up on all the white people's tropes, because it's like, if you think it's funny and you're going to pay me for that, you're an idiot.
There's a wrestler in Mexico whose gimmick is he's Donald Trump. Like, he comes out like dressed like he's Donald Trump.
That's fantastic. It's great. Yo, this is an attention economy.
Yo, fact.
It's a 1,000% attention economy.
In Mexico, wrestling is different there. So Excalibur wrestled in Mexico. So it's not like he just was like, I'm going to do this in America. No,
gotcha. Yeah, so at least he touched the soil.
But the reason why I say that he is culturally appropriating is because he lost his mask. He had a match. Then he lost his match. And by their culture, if you lose the mask, you can't wear it again.
Okay.
Can't put the mask back on.
That's correct. Yep.
Although Rey Mysterio did it.
I was about to say, like, come on, man. We picky. We pick and choose, man.
Why? Want me to say it?
Say it.
I think that Rey Mysterio needs to retire and he should never put his mask back on.
Oh, this is blasphemy outside right now.
I'm just saying.
Oh, shit, Ray. Shit. I mean, it happens.
He's been around forever. Don't get me wrong.
Next.
But we had that whole conversation about him, like, being unbelievable. Like, you don't need to still stick around. You're not like this big monster that's like, oh, of course he's going to destroy everybody. No, you're a little Rey Mysterio guy.
Well, that's the problem when you script them up so high and then they don't seem to understand, like, the parameters to that deal. Right. It's like, bro, the run's over.
Right.
It's over.
It does.
Like, you want to be in the back on camera, dancing all in the videos and shit. All right, cool. You want to talk some shit to people, you get a little random match here and there, cool. But, like, bro,
Ron Simmons got it. Ron Simmons is fine with
Right
it. He
off
shows
into
up
the
every once in a while and just goes, damn.
That's it. And I'm out. Nice check. Send me that check. Royalties, baby. I'm out. Like, come on, guys.
He ain't trying to get in the ring. He don't do nothing else. He has no other interaction with people. He just walks up. Someone will be saying something ridiculous, and all of a sudden Ron Simmons
But
walks
it's like a drug. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
It's gotta be like a drug, bro. Like that dopamine from like
Yeah,
having the crowd cheering. You know what I'm saying? Like all the athletes go through it. So
right. Well, and you can kind of get it just from the music side of things, right?
yep.
Because it's the same. Type
Yeah,
of
stage
thing.
is the same shit.
It's the same thing.
Same shit.
So, but yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, so here we go. Sting's final matches this weekend. AEW Revolution. This is wild because we didn't really talk much WWE today. We'll probably talk a little bit before we go off the air because we got to talk Bloodline, I feel like, before we get out of here. And we got to talk about Tony Khan and cocaine. Those two things have to be discussed today. But other than that, the early betting odds are out for Revolution.
Yes.
So pretty big match card.
Yep.
Everything going on. A lot of titles on the line. Sting's last match. That's the big thing. I expect Ric Flair to be there and interfere. We'll see. But as per the
right back, audience.
As per the early betting odds for the show, the World Heavyweight Champion Samoa Joe is expected to retain his title in the triple threat match against Hangman Page and Swerve Strickland. On the other hand, Sting's retirement match is seemingly set to end with a loss for the veteran, as the Young Bucks are set to retain the AEW World Tag Team Championship on the show. When Lonelle gets back, we'll get into the betting odds, but I just want to talk about all this. So Revolution, really big card. Sting has had an astronomical career. I grew up on Sting. Beach Blonde, Surfer Sting was like my guy. That's who for my WCW wrestlers, that's who I wanted to be. I wanted to have that straight cut, like flat top, blonde hair. I'm black and it wasn't going to work on me. I'm not getting my hair to work like that, but I wanted to be Sting when I was little. So seeing him do his final match again is still kind of cool. Although I'm upset it's against the Bucks. We know how I feel about the Bucks. I'm not a big Young Bucks fan. But regardless, it is what it is. And they're gonna make him he's gonna lose to the Bucks. They're gonna take the titles. They're gonna be able to say that they retired Sting, which is ridiculous. And he probably should have stayed retired after his WWE retirement to Seth Rollins. Or his first retirement to, I forget who he lost to. He lost to EC3 in his Impact Wrestling TNA retirement. So Sting's on his third retirement because he didn't have a WCW retirement. They just sold to WWE and he was gone. He had his WWE retirement against Seth Rollins, but I think that was after the TNA retirement to EC3. And now he'll have his third one against the Young Bucks. The guy just retires more than anybody.
That's why I haven't said anything. I'm like, I've seen Sting leave and come back a few times. You know what I'm saying? So like, this motherfucker that came back from the dead. He's the Undertaker part 2. Like he came back from the dead a few times. So I don't know. When he stays home for like 5 years, maybe I might believe it.
Right.
But right now it's like, But no, I agree with you. Sting is one of my all-time favorites. Like, I just loved everything. Like the fever of like I was like in the crust of like my childhood and like just watching Sting come down out of places that bat, bro. Like I was running around with a bat.
I didn't like that Sting.
I loved it. I was trying to hit people with this bat, bro. I was trying to knock motherfuckers out.
See, I didn't like that Sting because I like
the quiet, methodical Sting.
I liked Surfer Sting with the blonde hair and the bright colors and the wow, like I like that.
It was too close to Ultimate Warrior visually for me.
Well, so I don't know if you know this. They came up together.
No, I know. Yes, yep, I know.
So like that's why they have that similar look.
But that's why I like that separation eventually.
Fair, but I feel like Sting was the better version of the Ultimate Warrior.
Me too,
character wise. Like in that,
in the okay.
Yeah, Ultimate Warrior was like bigger because he was in WWE.
Yeah.
But Sting's just character. Ultimate Warrior was just this crazy guy who ran out. And
I love Sting's character.
If any of you watching are too young to have watched an Ultimate Warrior promo, when you're done, go Google Ultimate Warrior promos thank us later. Like, share, follow to show us how much you like the fact that you got to watch Ultimate Warrior promos. And yes, he did say that he did ask if he should be run over by lawnmowers. I'm just saying.
Yes.
Load the spaceship with the rocket fuel.
I mean, like, really, honestly, like, all those old promos will blow people's mind, man. There's a lot of old promos. Like, Macho Man's old promos will blow your mind.
Yeah, his were kind of nuts. He had some nuts ones, too.
Bro. Nuts. Yeah. Absolutely insane. Hulk had some
his
great...
made a little bit more sense, at least. Ultimate Warrior never made sense at all.
He never made sense. I was like,
never.
What am I watching next? I don't even know. But I know he's on fire, and I want to see him get in the ring. That's all that matters.
Right. And finish his match in like 5 seconds.
Correct.
It's like whips everybody's ass. Remember when he beat the Honky Tonk Man for the title?
Yes. Yep.
I was sad about that. But I liked it too. I love it.
We saw it coming.
Honky Tonk Man was great. He's the Continental Champion of all time before Gunter, who now helped the record. Kind of funny because when Gunter came over, they all said that he was going to be nothing. They were like mad that they changed his name to Gunter and he's going to be ruined in WWE.
Yeah.
And now he's the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time.
Well, see, that's why the Money in the Bank thing got to make sense now. We go back to it a little bit. There's a little attention there. You could try to break the record. You're trying to, you know what I mean? There's a little something there. There's a little something there you can play with.
I just hope that if he does it after a match and not, I'm going to cash it and tell you ahead of time.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Because if you do it the regular way, I can see that. You can also drag the story out a little longer.
Right. If you have him come and steal the title from him that way,
beat him out right. You just move on.
Right.
But if you make it nefarious, I can see that. I could definitely see that.
So let's go through these.
The odds.
We'll start with the AEW World Heavyweight Champ title match. We've got and it's funny. They said that Samoa Joe is favored, but if you look at the odds, it actually says Hangman Pages. Apparently, someone doesn't know how to read odds.
Oh wow!
And just so you know, I pulled these off of. I think it was Ringside News, but they were posted from somebody else.
Yep. But fuck it, let's just play the game.
But anyway, so although I read that Samoa Joe is the favorite to win, this here has Hangman Page as a minus 10,000, minus 1,000, Samoa Joe at minus 700, and Swerve Strickland at plus 400. So it's saying Hangman Page favorite to win the World Championship. I don't know about it. I kind of think you either stick with Joe or you go to Swerve. We'll see how that goes. What are your thoughts on that one?
Joe.
I think Joe's the man.
I think Joe's the guy. I think we already kind of know that with trajectory Joe's on.
AEW Women's World Championship match. Toni Storm versus Deonna Purrazzo. Toni Storm minus 600. Deonna Purrazzo plus 350. So it's expected that Toni Storm will retain her title. Timeless Toni Storm. Some people hate that gimmick of hers, where the screen goes black and white. Like some people cannot stand that. They think it's the worst.
Some people can't stand anything.
You're right. Listen, I hate a lot of things, but I don't hate her gimmick. So if you were waiting for me to say that I hate it, got you that time.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Then we've got the International Championship match. Orange Cassidy, defender against Roderick Strong. Roddy Strong, favorite to win, minus 700 and plus 400. These are early odds, so these can change. They'll change up to the night before the show, the morning of the show. But
I think it's so interesting that when we're talking about these odds, we're really just talking about like the script,
right?
Yeah, essentially. You know what I mean?
Is it funny?
It's so crazy.
But it just goes off a chatter of what people are hearing is being said of what they want to do.
Yeah.
I hope Roderick Strong wins this. It's not that I don't like Orange Cassidy. Don't get me wrong. I like Orange Cassidy. I just don't like Orange Cassidy as a champion. As the international champion, and he's like beating everybody and ran through the world. It's dumb. I don't know if you know much about Orange Cassidy's gimmick.
No.
His gimmick is he doesn't care.
Okay.
Like they come down and when they announce him, they're like, coming to the ring from wherever, weighing whatever, and he walks to the ring slow, takes his time. He wears a jean jacket and sunglasses, puts his hands in his pocket, kicks like this.
All right, no, that's where you lost me.
Right.
That's what you lost me.
He's a comedy
Everything else
gimmick.
I thought was funny.
He's a comedy gimmick.
Yeah.
So I don't like him, and he can go, but his gimmick to me, like, no, you're a joke gimmick. You shouldn't be a champion.
Yeah, it's got to be
like,
yeah.
It's like you don't put.
It's got to be a realistic thing.
Title on R-Truth, and I love R-Truth, and his character is great, and he's funny as all hell, but he's not going to carry the Intercontinental title with that gimmick. It just doesn't fit.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be the champion. So I'm hoping Roderick Strong,
unless he just has like one of those like weird ass aloof type runs, where it's like I'm just haphazardly winning these matches.
Right?
And
Yeah,
shit,
that can
you know
happen.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, but like this is ridiculous.
That's when the like scripts start to get dry though.
Orange Cassidy has had this title for how long? I gotta look this up. How long has Orange Cassidy been international champion? It's some stupid number.
According to Wikipedia, international champion, Cassidy continued his title pursuit by
It
challenging
doesn't
Orton
tell
for
me,
the
but
TNT
he's had it
Championship
since
Fighter
2000 no. It says 2022, but that's when the belt had to have been started, I'm guessing. So he won it in 2022, it looks like. He's had this title since 7 up for the vacant World Trios Championship. So it was the All Atlantic Championship. He won it at Grand Slam, which was in 2022, September 21st. So he's been the international champion. He lost it once for like a month, maybe 2.
Yep.
But other than that, he's been an international champion since 2022.
Yep. Got a good little 2-year run going.
So it's time to move on to me. And I get it. The fans like him.
I mean, especially if he doesn't have like a real...
But he's got a following. That's the thing. He sells T-shirts. And AEW
this is why I worry
T-shirt
about
company.
The long-term impact of the WWE market, because I understand that T-shirt sales are important and merch is important, but you know, I've been seeing this across the board where it's like reaching a point where like they're looking for less like they're looking for like these personalities, and the talent starts to decline. Right. So I am a little concerned with like what that's going to look like soon for WWE overall.
I think WWE will always like they're good at marketing their characters and doing their thing with that. Yeah. So I don't think that that you'll see that happen there. They're actually moving more towards bringing athletes in and training them to wrestle. If you really look at all the like
which I talked about before, is a real good move by them.
And it's their way to be like, all right, well, we're not going to deal with all the indie guys. You want the indie guys to go to AEW? They can have them. We're just going to bring in athletes and train
grow
them.
Talent.
Right. We're going to make our own talent.
That's how you win. Grow
talent. But yeah, I hope he loses. And I know a lot of people are going to be mad about it, but I don't care. I hope Orange Cassidy loses to Roderick Strong. And I hope he doesn't win the title back and he just goes away and goes and he sells T-shirts though, and they're a T-shirt company. So they're going to sell their T-shirts.
They're going to sell their T-shirts.
The guy that sells the most T-shirts gets a title. That's how it works.
That's how it works. Correct.
Tony probably bumped a line of Coke and came up with that rule.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good night. What country Coke was that? That was what, like Asian Coke? It's Thailand Coke right there.
It's going to be really good because he still has this guy with the title.
It's a Bangkok Coke right
Kicking
there.
people like this with his feet. His hands.
I can't. I got to go watch that. I think I've seen this before, actually. I think I've seen it, and I was like, what is going on here?
Right. You probably...
So all I could think was like, what's going on here?
Well,
I don't like having those moments when I'm watching wrestling. Like I do like it when you like put me in a zone where it's like my reality is suspended. Correct.
Right. Suspend my ability to disbelieve.
Yep.
Make me believe it.
But like when it's just like, come on, bro, you fucking up there dancing.
Right. and AEW has a lot of that. That's AEW.
Yep.
It is what next. The Tornado tag team match for the tag team titles, Sting and Darby Allin versus the Young Bucks. Minus 300 Young Bucks, plus 200 Sting and Darby Allin. I don't understand why. Like, obviously, Sting's not winning this match. He's retired. This is his last match. Ric Flair showed up last week on Dynamite and said that he was upset that he had nothing to do in this match, and he wanted to make sure he had something to do with it. And then he walked into the Young Bucks locker room. So I'm expecting Ric Flair to have some influence and cost Sting the match in his last match ever, which would be fitting because those two have been rivals since day one.
Yep.
You know, so.
Yeah, that's a good way to finish out the story arc.
But I hate the Young Bucks too.
Yeah.
They're the worst. I think
Yo,
they're
what do you
trying
think
to
the
ruin
cutoff,
wrestling.
man? What do you think really like the cutoff got to be for like wrestling age, bro? Because like at some point that declines the quality too, man. Like,
What do I think it should be?
yeah,
See, I don't know, because there are people who you see that are older that you're like, what? That guy's like 70 and he's in that shape. So, I mean, if you can go, you can go.
yeah.
But it's like you said, it's that. I feel like if that's your thing, like you still think you can go,
I
even
don't
though
give
you
a shit
can't
if you
go.
think like, listen, man. That's where you cannot suspend my reality at all. Because I don't get if you're 70, you can look it. You might be fast for a 70-year-old, but comparative to a 30-year-old, fresh and hungry lion in the ring with you, the speed difference, the activity, it's almost like I gotta carry you. You know what I'm saying?
Look up Sumi Sakai when she was women's champion in Ring of Honor and watch one of her matches, her last run that they had her as the Woman of Honor champion. And you're going to be like, watch that video and you're going to be like, what the hell? And that was the post I posted about her. And that's when Madison Rain talked shit about me. Because I talked shit about her. Because she was like, man, this woman looks like she's like, what? No, you shouldn't be in the ring. Stop. I get it. She was the first ever champion. The nostalgia, the fun of it, but dude, that's like a one night only.
Yeah, one night.
Like you win the title, and the next show you show up, and someone beats you for it.
Correct.
Like
just get hit in the head. Somebody takes the belt. Next, on to the next.
Night, have fun. It was cool. Everyone got to cheer and had a moment, but that's all it was. But whatever. I think like this is. I know how this is gonna end. It's gonna be a fuck finish. Whatever. AEW Continental Crown Championship match. This is like that Triple Crown Championship that they created with a New Japan title and maybe an All Japan title or something. I don't know. It's got 3 titles together. Kofi Kingston's the champ. He's fighting Bryan Danielson, formerly Daniel Bryan. Minus 150 Eddie Kingston, plus 110 Daniel Bryanson. This is another one that I think it's obvious who's going to win. I kind of hate when there's stipulations on the result.
Meaning?
So this match has a stipulation that says if Daniel Bryan loses, or Bryan Danielson loses, he has to shake Eddie Kingston's hand.
That kind of tells you the story.
Right.
Yeah. That does give it away.
I'm like, well, so Daniel Bryan's going to lose and have to shake his hand. He's not going to want to, but he's going to have to shake his hand.
Correct. Yep. Yeah. I don't like. That makes sense. Don't tell me nothing. Just let me see what's gonna happen.
Right.
But you like throwing those little breadcrumbs gives it away. I mean, sometimes they're curveballs, but
put it in the fine print, right? And then after the match, he pulls out
the contract.
Yeah,
by the way,
now you're gonna shake my hand.
Beating your ass. Come over here and read this fine print.
Right. Like that'd be cool if they did it that way, but they don't even do it that way.
But it's like, I don't know, man. This is what I'm saying. Like, so it's partially the fans too, because like always clamoring. So they almost feel like they gotta feed the beast sometimes.
Right. This is true. AEW TNT Championship match: Christian Cage versus Daniel Garcia. Christian Cage minus 200, Daniel Garcia plus 150. I don't get the whole big thing about Daniel Garcia. People love this guy. He's great, but he's a PWG guy. One of those California wrestlers that everyone, if you like PWG, you like everybody that's been there ever. You think they're the greatest. You hate that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are still in WWE because you wish they'd be in AEW, and you feel they're not being used right, even though they both love their positions there.
Yep.
But that's the fans that love him like that. They love Sammy Guevara. I can't stand him either.
So you're just not interested.
Yeah, I'm not interested in Daniel Garcia at all. The gimmick he's doing right now, his little dancing gimmick's even dumber. He's doing this thing where he comes out and dances in the ring and stop it.
Are we getting too gimmick heavy? Is that what's going on right now?
And that's AEW. Yeah, AEW is like really, they want to be different, but they're different in the wrong ways. You know what I mean?
Yes, correct. You're doing the most.
Right.
So what's interesting to me is like, so how does that work? Because like when you, I guess you got to test these things to see what catches, right?
Yeah.
But then when something catches and it holds, big dogs can come over and just swoop and poach your talent, bro.
True.
I mean, it just did it. You know what I'm saying?
And it's kind of funny. So speaking of that, someone was just saying that they found it interesting that Andrade came back over.
Yep.
Sean Spears just showed up.
Yep.
And who else? Someone else just showed up from AEW after Cody Rhodes and in between. Oh, Jade Cargill.
Yep.
They all kept the names they used in AEW.
Yep.
So WWE has been known for taking and being like, listen, we're going to change your name.
Yeah.
Because we want to own that name.
Yep.
They're like, oh, you built your name in AEW? Yeah, now we're going to use that.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Thank you.
And they'll probably copyright him at the end of the day, which will be that'll be really funny if they do that.
That's hilarious.
Well, I don't know if you can with everyone. Like Jade Cargill, isn't that her name?
I think that is her name.
So you can't like copyright.
But you know, no. I've seen that happen before. Like people are stupid enough to sign, that fine print. Well, you signed over your government, you dumbass. You can't even cash your check, bro. What the fuck did you do?
If you cash your check,
you
gotta
read
pay
that fine
them.
print. Listen, man. I don't know, man. People are oblivious. We've all done it. I'm not gonna sit here and lie act like I ain't download an app and just hit that terms and conditions check mark. Because they fucking make you read a Bible's worth of fucking legal documentation to download an app. It's fucking ridiculous. It's very predatory.
I once bought a ticket to Florida that I didn't mean to buy at all, and then I had to call some bullshit saying my card was stolen or something.
Yeah, because I'm not canceling for this, that, and like, what the fuck is going on here?
They're like, they stole your card and purchased a plane ticket in your name. I don't know why they would do it either.
But like, how does Tony control that leak? Like, he has to go get bigger bags or something. He has to have something to incentivize his talent to stay. If WWE could just wait for you to build it and then farm it.
Well, he's got a bag too. Like he's got a lot of money. I feel like he's like,
dad's bag,
right? Yeah,
but how much daddy bigger than that bag? Come on,
he has so far.
Yeah, so far.
Because they haven't been profitable the first couple of years, and it's expected. But
dad's got to be smart enough. Yeah, it is expected, but you got to stop that leak.
Right, you're right.
You got to stop him from stealing your talent.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think it's. So here's the thing: everybody that they've poached has been guys that have been like they left. It wasn't like they went over and like, hey, you should come here. It's like guys that were like, oh, I thought this was cool when I first got here. Like Shawn Spears was one of the first guys to go there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like one of the first people in the door when that company opened. And then they started bringing it. Tony Khan has this problem, not the Coke problem.
Yeah, a different problem.
Where he likes to bring in, like he likes to find the shiny new toy.
Okay.
Like,
but you got to see what the toy can do.
Right, but like he'll bring in a shiny new toy, and then we haven't even got to see what that shiny new toy can do, and he brings another shiny new toy.
Yeah.
And then there's another one, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. That's the movements of a billionaire's kid, not the billionaire dad who's going to be like, hey. I'm looking at this P&L sheet, bro.
And you're like, dude,
you better
still
figure this shit
haven't
out by
even
2026.
You still haven't even booked this guy. These 3 guys you brought in that were going to be great, and you were so happy to have it because now you got this guy. And that's kind of what happened.
Correct.
You had guys
so
that were
I wonder
why
don't they have like, I don't know, because I've seen it done like non-compete clauses or something like that. Like you can't sign with your
WWE has non-compete clauses for 90 days when you leave. There's a 90-day non-compete.
90 days? That's it?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised. I would have think they had like fucking 90 years. Like you ain't going nowhere, bro.
Good. Yeah, but then people would not want to sign with them because they'd be like, I can't wrestle once I leave.
You know what I'm saying? But like a year, you know what I'm saying? Something.
They give them
or at least AEW, because like the WWE doesn't seem like it needs to do that. Like you lose everybody who's left so far took the L and then came back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So WWE's dad, but then they keep running over to mom, and like mom got a little bag, but like mom is doing mad coke and shit. She's like fucking up the meatloaf. You know what I'm saying?
She's fucking up.
She's fucking that meatloaf up. This is not Mom's spaghetti. Arms are heavy, bro. This shit's fucked up right now. So I don't know.
She's like, you want some Kool-Aid?
Yeah, correct. And that's Tony Khan, for anybody who's wondering. So
there's
Tony
no
Khan
more
is definitely
sugar though.
mom in the situation.
There's no more sugar. I used it all.
But you know, at what point, if Daddy is the trust fund guy, but he clearly is the more business minded one because he built the shit. At what point? I don't know. I don't know. When you're at that level, I guess when you're a billionaire, it's fucking play money. So,
Right.
you know what I mean? It's like it's a toy over there.
He's probably like,
It's a bigger toy.
He's probably like, yes, he's out of my hair.
Yeah.
This kid's not bothering me.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
go play with your toys.
That's true.
Oh, you want to get Sting? Here's some money. Go get Sting to go
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. I don't want to hear you.
Wow. This is grown man-child shit right here.
Right,
This
fact.
is amazing.
Fact.
Imagine being so rich you could just be like, Dad,
Right.
I'm going to war with WWE.
I need Sting.
I need Sting.
How about CM Punk? I heard
Where's
CM
Ric
Punk.
Flair?
Right. Right. Seriously.
I heard he's wanted
Yeah. Right. God.
in certain states. But anyway.
You won't bring back Hulk Hogan though.
Oh, no.
Hulk Hogan and Hulk Hogan's wife.
I don't know. Hulk Hogan's turned into like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but they
Hulk Hogan and
like,
Hulk Hogan's wife have been banned from AEW forever.
like there is no redemption.
They haven't even ever been on AEW. They've never been there. They're banned forever.
It's so weird, bro. Like I haven't seen a road to redemption for. They're just not going to give Hogan nothing.
I mean, WWE brings him back here and there.
Yeah, but you know, they always take shit for it.
Right, but whatever. They're like, yeah, but people still buy things.
Yeah, true.
They're like, whatever.
They'll take that.
You get
small-
mad,
yeah.
And then you're going to talk about it. It's going to be
Yeah, because they got bigger
People are like, "Why Hulk
profiles
Hogan?"
now, shit like that. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
like whatever. The people that are over it
Some
are going to
people
be over
cashing
it.
for Hulk. Like, yeah, here you go.
Right. Like, cool. We're good.
Yeah, take this 25% licensing, bro. Shut
Hulk
up.
Hogan was like, I never said I wanted to go to AEW, so happy you banned me. And his wife's like, what the fuck did I do? I don't even remember what she said. She like said something on Facebook or Twitter or something.
Yeah, no, it's usually a deal. It's usually a combo deal.
She's wild. She's a very Trumper.
You said she's a what? A very Trumper?
Yeah, she's very, very
Oh.
much. Yeah.
Man, I don't even want to talk about this shit. I'm
Hulk
stressed the
Hogan's-
fuck out.
Hulk Hogan's ex-wife is my Facebook friend, for the record, just so you know.
I don't know what the fuck's
She's
going on.
commented on things of mine in the past. I've had a couple people inbox me. They're like, that says Linda Hogan. Is that like Hulk Hogan's Linda Hogan? I'm like, yeah. They're like, why?
I'm almost convinced like we ain't even gonna have an election at this point.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm pretty convinced. I mean, we got like 7 active conflicts happening right now. And I always tell them they never, you know, we've had active conflicts going on, but in brown, poor countries, they don't care. When white folks in these European issues, man, it gets fucking crazy. So I
No,
don't
they
know.
should put up for president. He'll win easily, hands down.
Who?
The Rock.
Nah, fuck that. We don't got no more time for this shit. No, nigga, we are not shooting a Rampage movie in the
I'm
White
not
House.
saying
nigga.
that it would be a good
Nah,
idea,
Fuck that.
but I'm just saying he'd win like that.
Nah, I wouldn't.
You don't think
People
so?
keep saying that. No, he's an actor, bro. Like that's it. He's not that beloved, bro. Like remember, people are attaching his international profile to it.
Okay.
In the States, it's like we're not that fucking. No, I don't know.
I think we
no,
are.
No, I don't think we're that stupid.
I think we
I
are.
don't think we're that dumb. I mean, we do got Weekend at Bernie's in that motherfucker. But I think they stole that shit, so it is what it is. People that's blasphemy. You're not supposed to say that shit out loud, but whatever.
It is what
have
it
been
is.
stolen.
It is what it is. Listen, I was watching news late night last night, right? And we're kind of off topic, but I'm just gonna throw this out there. It was a black newscaster and a panel of 4 black people, and they were talking about that thing that Trump just said. I guess it's anything with Trump's wrestling related because he's a big wrestling guy.
What? Because he said that some black folks can relate to him being a felon?
Yeah. And they were like, and hey, they went through this whole panel and they're like, so do you think that's racist? And they're like, no. Like, no.
Like, do you not understand the African American story, nigga? Like, what are we doing here? You invited me to ask me, do I relate? What
Hey,
the
but
fuck?
it was funny. They were all just like, all 4 of them were like,
I'm
no.
like, if you think
And we're
that's the
sick of
first
this.
thing that black people actually related to, you're an idiot. You've missed the entire last fucking 8 years, like literally.
But the funny thing to me is that like the media really thought, oh, this is it. This is it. We're gonna get black people to turn against them now. Black people are like, no, we did get those shirts made. They are 1999.
No, here's my theory. 2020 burnt black people out. You burnt that demographic out.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck anymore, bro. Like, we're like, yo, bro. We're back to like, I remember, like, we're almost back to like when our grandparents and shit would be like, sometimes you gotta let white people do their shit, man. Like, just leave that shit alone. Stay out of it. Like, we was trying to kumbaya with y'all and shit, but now, right now, like, politically speaking, like, village-wise, if I see you outside, we cool. But politically speaking, this is y'all fucking mess. Like, y'all can have these two old white niggas. Like, I'm good, bro. I quit, bro. I quit this shit, bro. I'm black as shit. I'm staying over here. This is the one time I'm omitting myself. I'm DEI-ing myself. I'm fucking out of here.
Nah, but hey, they were like coming at him though. They were like really like. He was like, "Well,
they're so stupid."
How about when Biden said this?
Fuck that. He dropped sneakers on these niggas, bro. He don't give a fuck.
Right? He would say it like it was funny to see.
You think black people can't relate to Trump? And this nigga went to SneakerCon, dropped sneakers, and then said at SneakerCon, "Yeah, apparently black people can relate to me being a felon." Yo, they are not transcoding this shit at all, bro. Like,
yo, and they're like,
black people are like, hell yeah, bro.
They asked, like, one of the dudes said to her, man, as a kid, I watched him go on stage with Rosa Parks, Muhammad Ali, and receive an award from Al Sharpton and, what's his name? The other
Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, Jesse Jackson.
Yep.
And it's like, you guys are trying to, like, you think I forgot that?
Bro,
I was like, yo, that's funny.
We do not give a shit. This is why I think they're letting the migrants run all over the place, because they know they ain't getting our votes no more.
Speaking of migrants, Will Ospreay versus Konosuke Takeshita.
Oh, I said take a shit. I said take a shitter.
Take a shitter. I like it.
I thought that was take a shitter, bro.
Take a shitter is gonna take a shit, all right. He's minus 2,000 Will Ospreay, 700. Take a shitter. I'm gonna call him take a shitter from now on.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Takashita, take a shitter. Takashita sounds like you smack someone.
Yeah, nah, take a shitter. If I was them, I would do it. You know, if I was them, if we're gonna play gimmicks, I would do some of the Asian wrestling names, like they be doing Asian restaurants over here, like Big Wongs and shit. Like, what the fuck, bro? I rode by some shit. Fuck, where were we? We were heading somewhere towards Boston. It was like Big Ho Toy. I was like, what the fuck
that's funny.
is going on right now? It was like Big Ho Toy. TOY. I was like, oh, again. Another demographic that plays up on the bullshit.
They know what they're doing.
They know they're naming that shit. Like the Ho Temple. Come on. You know what time it is. Anyway.
Yeah, fact.
Who do you think's taking that?
Will Ospreay. Easily. Yeah.
Favorite.
I think this is his first.
It's a filler match.
Official match. Not like now that he's not in.
Oh, so it's a little showcase?
Yeah, I think like it's his first.
Got you.
Like, because he came over, but he had to finish up his contract. And I could be wrong. He might still have a couple dates he has to do in Japan. But I think he's officially here now. So this should be his big coming out. He should win this match. Tag team match, Claudio Castiglione and Jon Moxley taking on FTR. The BCC favored minus 150 to plus 110. This is one that I don't know. It's a toss-up. I don't like Jon Moxley.
I've heard you said this before.
I say it all the time. I don't like Jon Moxley. I like Claudio Castagnoli.
Okay.
He's awesome. The guy's a powerhouse. That's the dude that does the giant swing and swings around. But I like FTR. FTR is a great team. Great team name. I love their name. So a little backstory for you. So FTR was in WWE as the Revival.
Is that what I think it stands for?
Fuck the Revival.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. It's fuck the Revival. I thought it was fuck the rest. Okay.
Well, yeah, it could be that too.
Okay.
But fuck the rest.
Yes.
But it's also fuck the Revival because they were the Revival in WWE. So it's like that double entendre. Fuck the rest, fuck the Revival.
Yes. Interesting.
And right? And the Young Bucks, they were like playing up this whole thing before they came over, where the Young Bucks and them were like on the internet, and they would always put FTR, like fuck the revival, even though it's fuck the rest, fuck the revival. So they came over and took that.
Great play on that.
I love the revival.
Who do you think's taking it? The revival, the FTR?
So it's a tough one. So I'm big on what's been going on in wrestling and like who wins matches here and there. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So last week, FTR won that match, I think, or it could have been thrown out. I think it might have been thrown out, actually. Tonight, there's a tag team match, a 6-man tag with FTR and who the hell is their partner? Oh, Eddie Kingston taking on the BCC, and that's Claudio Castagnoli, John Moxley, and Bryan Danielson. Okay. So I think Bryan Danielson's team the BCC wins tonight, and then you see Eddie Kingston win and FTR win at the pay-per-view. Okay. But they could still have FTR lose at the pay-per-view to them. I don't really know. That's a toss-up for me. That's probably the toughest match of the night for me to choose. And then we've got this match that they're calling Meat Madness, I guess.
Yeah, what the fuck, bro? That's crazy.
Big meaty men slapping meat, man.
Wow. Whole pause on that one. God damn. I'm going to put a big-ass pause button on the screen.
Big meaty men.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He said it again. He's going to say it again. One more time. Go ahead.
One more time. Big meaty men slapping meat.
Hey, yo!
Wardlow, Powerhouse Hobbs, Lance Archer. Lance Archer's
fucking name sound meaty.
Wardlow favorite to win -500. Powerhouse Hobbs +300. Lance Archer +1200. I hate that they do not know how to use big men, specifically Lance Archer. This dude was a monster in New Japan. Lance Archer just like fucked shit up.
Mm-hmm. Just comes in and wrecks shit.
Like one of his phrases is "Everybody dies."
I like it.
This dude loses all the time here.
It's effective. Oh, damn.
Yeah, he jobs all the time. He's like the big guy that loses. He loses to Orange Cassidy.
So I see what you mean by AEW has all this talent, but
and they don't know how to use specifically the fact that it's booked by the Young Bucks. They're these two little well, they're not even young anymore. The Spot Monkeys. Yeah. They are what Spot Monkeys. If you look up Spot Monkey in the dictionary, you see Mark. you see the
Exhibit A.
Yeah, you see the Young Bucks. You see the Young Bucks if you look that up.
So you think that's an easy one for Wardlow?
Yeah, I think Wardlow's going to win that. They're building him up on it since he's come back. His character's blah to me. If I had the choice, I'd go Lance Archer.
Yeah.
I love I think that he doesn't get.
I mean, that might be a good one where.
But Powerhouse Hobbs too. I like Powerhouse Hobbs. Powerhouse Hobbs. I'd love to see him win it. That'd be nuts.
You take a shot on that one.
Right.
I'll take a shot in the dark.
But Wardlow, just the push they've been giving him. I don't like Wardlow's thing though. His look, his gimmick. He doesn't really have a stick. He's just a big guy.
Okay, just
big guy, beats people up.
Okay.
And he has a ponytail. Man bun.
Oh,
ponytail
the man bun. Qualified.
He's a big dude. I'll show you a picture of Wardlow.
Qualified.
He's a big dude. He's not the dude. Like, I wouldn't want to come across Wardlow.
Nope.
In a back alley.
Oh yeah, nah. Nope.
even with his I wouldn't want to be like in a bar talking shit about dudes with ponytails, and I turn around and he's standing behind me. Like you're just like pointing.
Crazy.
Like no.
It's absolutely insane.
But that's the card or what's at least on the odds. So we'll see how that goes. It should be a good card. I think it's Saturday night. When is AEW Revolution? AEW Revolution. It is going to be on Fight TV. It is going to be
I wonder, do you think
Sunday at 8 p.m. it's on.
Sunday, 8 p.m. Hey, do you think wrestling's suffering from There's been like studies out there that like men used to bench more, people were stronger, more durable, da 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 da. It seems like the wrestling community right now is just riddled with injuries.
Well, so part of it is probably that because you don't like look at wrestling now. You don't have all those big monsters. Like Hulk Hogan was not the biggest guy, right? But Hulk Hogan's 6'4", 310 pounds. Like Hogan's a big guy.
Yeah.
But he looked small to a lot of guys.
Oh, correct.
But today, he'd be a giant.
Giant compared to these guys. That's what I'm saying. It's like something different going on there. I think the trade-off thought, maybe they were thinking like it was going to be faster and shit, but I think that the trade-off is you're having so much more energy. I think
there's a couple things. One is that, the faster part of it. Two is...
Because Piper, you see Piper got injured, right?
Who?
Piper, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Piper Niven.
Yeah.
Oh, she's injured again?
Injured.
I didn't know that.
Her hand's injured.
She's kind of a big girl. She's a large.
No, I've seen her before. Yeah.
She's good. I like Piper Niven. But I think like part of the thing that goes on today, there is the speed part, but I think it started to be a lot of guys just wanted wrestlers that looked like them, so they could feel like it could be me. And then those guys that got into wrestling,
stupid shit.
Right.
Stupid shit.
Look at Jeff Hardy. I could be Jeff Hardy.
Stupid shit. It gets people killed. Yep. Got it.
Right. And that's why you get a lot of these young guys now. You look at the younger guys coming into wrestling and they just look smaller and smaller and weaker, and you're just like, oh, I could beat you up easily. If you got in the ring with me, I would be the world champion. Just kind of what it would be.
Yo, Triple H is a wild boy. He said, let them go to AEW.
Yeah, he doesn't
responding to fans.
He doesn't care.
That's a wild boy.
He don't care at all.
That's great.
He's like, we're going to have our fans.
I like that. This is why I like the whole, Endeavor deal and like them tying in with the UFC because that culture's like that. They're like,
right.
Fuck off, bro, and watch the show.
Right. Or don't. Or go somewhere else.
Someone go watch Bellator. Go watch that shit, bro.
Right.
You watch Tony Khan. Go ahead.
Facts.
But that's when you know, like, you're apex predator in the food chain, man. You're gonna tell your fan base, go over there. Go ahead. See if you like that shit.
Right.
See if you like their scripts. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
So Mania's not sold out yet. That's the
really.
But it's also in an arena, so you got to think of that too. It takes a while to sell out. And
how far away are we?
April. We're a month away.
A month that shit should be sold out, bro.
Not sold out. That's what's available right now on Vivid.
Them prices are.
Well,
that might be it. I think so many places are starting to price out their own fans, man.
Well, and you see where that is, right? Those seats are the pink seats.
Yeah. Like you're in the nosebleeds for fucking
$600.
$600. It's ridiculous. I think that people are starting to price out their own fans. There was a guy I was watching, a comedian, he said,
but it's Mania, and you got to think of this too. So Mania is like,
I know it's like the Super Bowl. I get it.
So like, look at row 7.
But I even think the Super Bowl is fucking ridiculous.
Row 7's $8,975.
That's crazy as shit.
7th row.
That's crazy as shit, bro. Whoever spends it got it.
Right.
So fuck it. Kudos to you.
One day, I'll be there.
Yep.
I'm going to be like front 3 rows at WrestleMania. That's one of my goals, to be in the front 3 rows of WrestleMania at one time. But they're not sold out, which is kind of wild to me. And that's the 2, but it's also 2 days.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too.
So
wait, but is that ticket for both days?
Yeah, that's the 2-day pass.
Okay. Yeah. That's not bad then. That's not too bad. It's still tough, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Like 600.
$268 for one night. If you want to go on night 2, $268 for section.
But that's still nosebleeds,
row
right?
10.
Fuck that, bro. Nah.
Highest price for that? That's something just resell. See, this is Vivid seats too, so I think a lot of these are resells. Field 4, row 1, $10,718. You're right here.
Damn, he said New Day fell off. Jesus. Nope, I'm good.
Row 1?
I'm talking about the price.
10,700.
Yeah, no, I'm
this
good.
one, I don't know what this is. Lower level 121. 51. There's a ticket on here on Vivid Seats for $51,446
What are you
for
sitting on the
WrestleMania.
fucking ring? Like, what is that?
Hey, that's 2 tickets, one night.
What, do you sit next to the announcer? Like, what the fuck is that? What seat is that? We gotta like pay attention.
Right.
Like, what the fuck was the $50,000?
I don't know what that is. That's nuts to me. 121. That looks like it's like over here.
So it looks like, what is people going crazy about this New Day situation?
I don't know. What, with them not getting
What was the point of New Day being serious now just to lose the street fight? And then I see Triple H's made New Day Street Profits and Bobby Lashley look like jokes during Black History Month. New Day fell off so bad they aren't even wearing their own gear anymore. Ooh.
New Day never had their own gear. They cosplay all the time. Their gear's like cosplay gear.
Yo, man, I love the New Day. I really do, but them missing E just hurts so much, man.
True. Yeah, ever since Big E got injured, it's not the same. And I don't like Kofi. Man, we're just like, I was saying how there's things I do like. Today I've already named like 4 things I don't like. Like, and I don't like Kofi. With his, let me tell you, my issue with Kofi is this. Kofi, his chest is like caved in. Next time you see Kofi Kingston on TV, look at his chest. You're like, oh yeah, it looks like Brock just like drilled him in the chest really hard and never came back out.
Is that? There's some shit you get when you roid up. It's that
it might be
ghastly shit, whatever you call
something. It. He's got something.
Yeah. So now we're in the phase of like hearing about all of this shit. So look, welcome to the latest WWE News Roundup. The January 7th edition includes topics about Rhea Ripley and Jey Uso. So they're in a relationship?
No.
Hold on. Addresses whether R-Truth is no.
No, they're not in a relationship. Wherever you're reading that.
Oh, it's just a lighthearted storyline.
Yeah, so there's a lot of like weird shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do always wonder though when you have these lighthearted storylines, like that's how shit happens. That's
sometimes
how Edge.
People pick out of that.
That's
shit.
how Lita cheated on Matt Hardy with Edge in a lighthearted storyline, and shit happened, and so it is what it is. Actually, I don't think it was a lighthearted story. I don't know. It was that whole shit was fucked.
So Donnie Palmer said she's dating Tink Ledger. Confirmed. This is interesting. What do you think about
Tank
that? Like,
Ledger?
Do you think it's a good idea for like wrestlers to date each other?
I guess they're gonna. It happens. You travel with people, right? You get close with people. Like stuff's gonna happen. I mean, it's probably better to date someone that's on the road with you than to be dating someone that's back at home that you're not gonna see because you're gonna be tempted and you're out with these like women that are scantily clad already.
Yeah.
That have that like, you know what I mean? With these alphas and they're like, I wanna fuck.
Same interest, shit like that.
Right.
Yeah, makes sense.
You know what I mean? Like you go out drinking, you come back to the hotel, or you're drinking in the bar at the hotel.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially with so many girls now. Like it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Shit must be like a frat house.
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine.
Oh, I bet. It must be nuts in the back there.
Probably slowed down a little bit with the fucking
well, between Me
Poop
Too
Gate.
and everything, yeah.
Yeah, with poop.
Well, because
Gate.
there used to be, like we said before, there used to be a lot of what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Molding.
Roman Reigns watching the dark match between Bianca and Chelsea Green. Did you see this?
Nope.
Apparently, this was last night.
It was a dark match between who and Chelsea Green?
Bianca Belair and
That's
Chelsea
a weird
Green.
dark match to have.
Interesting.
I feel like he wasn't even really watching the match. He was just standing in the back.
Yeah, probably.
They're like, look at him. He's watching this. No, he's not. He was having a conversation.
And he spoke about adding some more female bloodline members.
So I've been saying that. They got Nia Jax there, not doing anything.
Yep.
And the fans already hate her.
Yep.
So throw her in the bloodline. Why not? I mean, you could do the Rock's daughter. But I think that, but I don't think I feel like.
Do you think she's ready?
I feel like she's not, and that's why they put her in a general manager spot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't take the Rock's daughter out the ring if she can go.
And sometimes it's like, I don't know, the wear and tear it takes on your body, so The Rock might not want that for his kid.
Right, true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, your dad did that, so you don't have to.
Yeah, but the whole family does that.
That's true, but they might,
Yeah.
The whole family does it, but none of them blew up like The Rock. You feel what I'm saying? So The Rock might be on some privileged shit. Like, yeah, not you. The rest of these niggas in the tree. Here. You go sign these niggas checks.
True.
We ain't busting your knees up.
The Rock might be like, listen. Remember, your grandfather or your great grandfather, it was just like they were like blood brothers. We're not real bloodline. You don't gotta go do that.
Correct. Like, no. You see this part of the tree right here? This is branched off, right? You should go over there, sign the fucking checks. All right? Do it for the rock. Right. Listen to your uncle.
Your grandpa, he was just a black man. Go hang with the black side of the family.
Yeah. Go over there for a second. Oh, there's a lot of interesting shit going on. Hey, let's throw a wild card out there.
Okay.
Since we're close to wrapping up. I saw we had a little conversation in the chat that fucking triggered the shit out of you.
What?
The surcharge.
Oh, like that was ridiculous. What? So Wendy's, and I'm going to take Wendy's to task because Wendy's is big into wrestling. They tweet about wrestling. They follow the wrestling community. So Wendy's is going to do surge pricing. So when they're not busy, things will be cheap. When they're busy, they're going to raise the rates.
So you're making us pay you more because you have a long line.
Right.
Yeah, I'm you know what? You were right earlier, bro. You were right, bro. These motherfuckers would vote for The Rock. Because, let me tell you why. These motherfuckers would vote for The Rock because the same motherfuckers are being normalized into going to the grocery store, buying your groceries, paying for the fucking bags, bagging your groceries yourself. How did this shit turn into self-checkout lines and now I work? I'm unstocking the shelves and shit.
Yep. No. I refuse to do self-checkout. I do not self-checkout.
Oh nah, brother. The line be too. They only be leaving one register open now, bro.
I'm waiting.
I can't do it, dog. I got kids. He ain't got no kids, dog. I got a fucking 7-year-old and a fucking 3-year-old. And then, the longer we stand there, they got all of that shit lined up all the way to the register. Like, Daddy, can I get this? Daddy? No, self-checkout. We're getting the fuck out of here.
See, I'm just like, in my phone, like, word, I'll wait.
Okay, you can do some Wordles or some shit. Yeah, listen, but me, I'm out of here, bro.
I will start to do self-checkout when I get a discount for doing it.
So check this out.
I should get a discount for doing your job.
Burgers, fries, and other menu items at Wendy's may cost more during busier parts of the day, the fast food company announced. There are 2 Wendy locations in Fall River, Mass. We're in Fall River, Mass. We're in Massachusetts, by the way. If you see a line forming at Wendy's, you might want to try again in a couple of hours. That's because Wendy's is going to start a surcharge, pricing its menu items by 2025 as it rolls out digital menus according to its fourth quarter earnings call. That means your go-to order may get more expensive or cheaper depending on the time of day you go. This shit is out of control.
Hey, can I tell you how dumb that is?
This shit, wait, let me get this straight. You increase prices based on supply and demand. Got it. But now you're surcharging the fact that you're punishing your customers for being loyal. We're fucking
I'm coming at dinner time to get dinner at your restaurant.
We're so fucking stupid. Like, you're right, bro. Yo, we are so
This is going to be a human test because we're going to see how this works.
I went to Boston. Thank God I ain't out here in New Bedford yet. I went to Boston. I went to 7-Eleven. I'm buying shit. And I'm like, yo, can I get a bag? He's like, yeah, it's 50 cents. I said, 50 cents for one plastic bag?
It's like that in Dartmouth.
Bro, we got to stop.
Or Fairhaven, one of them.
What the fuck are we doing? Like, that shit is not saving the environment when you're not going to give me a plastic bag. But I got this chips in this plastic bag. I got this plastic fucking bottle of soda. I got what the fuck are we doing, guys?
Dude, and I'm like, I don't care. I'll tell them, I'll lie. Oh, shit, I left my bag in the car. Nah, I'm not paying for one. And I will carry 5 things out in my arms. I don't care. I do not care. I'm not paying you for a bag. Oh my God.
Listen to what they're comparing your food to now. The new pricing model is a first for the fast food industry, but it's a familiar concept to those who use rideshare apps. This is fucking crazy.
Right. Well, you know where they got that from, right? Because Uber
and Lyft.
And Uber does Uber Eats. So you pay more if it's busy for Uber Eats for them to deliver it.
Oh, because you fat fucks were ordering shit and paying more now they justified in their
You're
head.
like, wait a minute, you'll pay these niggas to bring you food? You'll pay these niggas more to bring you food? Because it's busy? Well, we're just going to charge you more for the food because it's busy then.
And you got to come get it. You got to come get it to get charged more.
They'll pay that extra charge too.
This is crazy. Yo, bro, just stop eating out. Because, like, that's just crazy, bro. Like, I don't really eat out like that, bro. Like, I'm sorry. This shit's crazy.
I'm angry and I said I'm going to take you to task for it, but I don't really eat out like that anyway. So
nah, but for those that do,
it'll be great.
Listen,
like, I will actually benefit from this.
The problem is that it's Pandora's box, man. Like, once it opens, everybody's going to follow suit. It's going to work because people are fucking idiots.
Right, they're like, I'm gonna eat it. I don't care.
This is the most idiotic shit I've ever seen, bro. Like, I'm literally concerned with where we are in the world. Like, what the fuck is going on?
It's kind of nuts to me.
If we are down to the point where we're like, The Rock saving wrestling, let's get him to save the world. Let's vote for The Rock. We're fucked, guys.
All I know is 11 o'clock at night, I will be hitting Wendy's up for one of those like triple baconators for $1.50 because it's dead all the time.
Damn, bro. Yeah, that's true out here. That's true. But that Fall River location, fuck off, bro.
Nah, the one the Haven, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But this one's in Fall River that they're starting it at. It's fucking crazy.
Hopefully they do it in Fair Haven too, because I'll be over there. I don't like you said. I don't.
I'm like, okay, hold on. So if it's slower than normal, do I get lesser than normal prices?
That's what I heard. Yeah, they'll lower the prices.
All right.
And if that's the case, then I'm game for it.
No, because then what happens is everybody's trying to play. You know how that shit goes.
Yeah.
Listen, there's nothing written into this equation for them not to win. It's just to convince you that somehow you're getting something out of it, and you're not. You're just getting fucking fat.
You gotta be like the first 3 people to catch that low price.
Yeah, like fuck that shit.
Because once 3 you put your order in it, now it's busy.
Like, correct. Like, oh.
You gotta be the first.
Like, come on, bro. Y'all already like harassing niggas to get ketchup and napkins. Like,
right. You
what the fuck are we doing,
across
guys?
the street with your binoculars, watching for all the slips to be up.
Hey, young people, if you're tuned into this, stop letting this shit slide, bro. Like, for real, because this is your future, bro. Like,
and you know what's wild?
I'm halfway through the bag, man.
They're connected to the wrestling community. So, like,
bro, people are being priced out of shit that doesn't make any sense, bro. It's like, it really does. And you know what's fucked up? The reason why it does make sense is because there's so many people. So they just can't lose. They just got to convince enough idiots to do something dumb and follow something dumb. And it's like, I don't got to get all these.
And so we're going to bring this all the way back around now.
Correct.
This is why Triple H says,
go watch AEW.
We don't care, go watch AEW.
Fuck off.
Because we're so dumb. We're going to, he's going to make his money. Those tickets aren't sold out, and that might not even mean that they're not sold out because it's on Vivid seats.
Yeah, correct.
So that could be. There's no way. Maybe not. There might be a way, but I don't understand how those other 2 tickets could be $51,000.
No, fuck.
That's got to be like someone just like, oh, I bought these tickets. I'm gonna jack them up and sell them.
Correct. I don't know. I mean, yeah, that too. But again, like, this shit is out of control. Paying $400 to go see a concert is out of control. Like, and then the same people be like, I can't afford my rent. Bitch, you paid $1,000 to watch Beyonce. The fuck are you talking about? There's like, idolatry is out of fucking control. Like, listen to me. Let them dumbasses that want to burn their money and go earn your money, bro. This shit is crazy. Like we said, like, listen, we love it. You know what I'm saying? But if we go, we're not going to Mania because we're not stupid enough. We're financially literate enough. No disrespect to the business model because there's going to be people that pay it. But there's going to be people like us that ain't.
It's one of those things where it's like once in my life.
Yeah, once.
I want to be able to be like, I went to Mania and I sat. Like, here's the thing. The people that go, there's people that want to go every year. Why do I need to go every year?
No.
I'll go once instead of me going 10 years and spending $300 a year. I'm gonna go 1 year and spend $10,000.
Yeah, and it's like
ticket and sit right up front.
It's like the Disney shit. You know what I'm saying?
All the time.
You ain't going to Disney all the time. You know what I'm saying? You just go.
Right.
But the thing is like, yeah, I get the go once thing because, like, for me, like, I don't know. I'm not a live sport. Like, people are just so stupid at live sporting events that I like going But I also know that I can end up in the mix. So I'm like, I just got to stay the fuck away from drunk people,
We've
bro.
been talking about potentially going down to Mania. If
that's going to be fun.
If we go down to Mania, we're not going to Mania. We're
All
going
we
to
got
all
to do
the
is find an
indie
Airbnb
shows,
together. That's it.
and we're good. We got a wall.
Yeah.
That's all I need is a wall.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yep.
Watch WrestleMania on the wall, chill, do whatever I want to do there. Don't gotta worry about nothing, and then go to the other shit that I want to go to.
Correct.
Because I'm not gonna pay those ridiculous prices. I'll pay $50 for a ticket, $25 for a ticket.
Bro, I pay a solid $2 for a ticket, but I don't get. I got it.
But it's gonna be a good ticket too. Like at $200, I sat 5th row at SmackDown.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Excuse me. Shit like that. Correct. Shit like that.
And even that, I want it to be closer.
Yeah.
Because it's different when you're in that type of environment.
Listen, I'm not doing it, guys. You can spend your mortgage on that shit if you want. And if you got that money to burn, you got that money to invest. But anyway, I digress, man. It is what it is. Do what you want to fucking do.
Well, people are going to go to it. People are not going to go to it. You know what's funny? So before we get out of here, last thing I want to mention about with this, AEW is putting Collision, their Saturday night show,
Yes.
live against Mania.
Oh, what the fuck are they stupid? Tony!
Cocaine!
Please,
I told you had to get
bro.
our cocaine moment in.
Please, bro. Please. No, here's the fucked up part. Your whole team was doing coke that night.
Yo.
Because that shit went through production, marketing, everybody.
He's like, yo, I get an idea. We're going to put Collision
He started that, bro.
against Mania.
Yeah, literally. I was about to say, he came into the meet and just dropped a brick on the table. Pulled out a Rambo knife, was like, slice. And just rolled up hundreds to everybody. Like,
Now I got a question.
let everybody hit it first. Like, this is mandatory before these meetings.
Why would you do this? Like,
why would the fuck would you do that? You have no shot in hell, bro.
I think you don't even go live that night.
No.
You record your show before. You record your show the night of Dynamite.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
And you
so stupid, bro.
Give your boys the night off.
Tried to give you some love, Tony, man. Damn, bro. You just keep going doing cokehead shit.
It's night 1 of Mania, so they'll be on 8 to 10.
I gotta do a graphic of Tony Khan on the Scarface poster instead of Scarface, put his face there and put the shit on his nose. I gotta do that. It's coming up.
Unless it's the main event of night 1, there's potential that we could get a tag team match with Rock, Roman, Cody, and Seth during going against Collision. Like, what are you thinking?
It's so wild.
It's funny. When I heard it, I was like, "What?
It's
Why?"
It's wildly stupid.
He's like, "No, we're doing it." But hey, whatever. You know what?
Have fun.
Right, you gotta have balls, I guess.
Yeah. It's just to shake the nest, man. You know, it's just to be a thorn in their side. That's just petty. That's just coke petty, Tony.
Right.
Yeah, good job, Tony. Good job, man. You cokehead.
And he's gonna get the AEW IWC fan. I like to call them the AEW sexuals. The AEW sexuals will tune in just because.
This is a new gender?
AEW sexuals.
This is a new gender.
Absolutely. AEW sexuals will tune in for AEW no matter what. It doesn't matter what the hell else is going on. They're like, no, I'm going to tune in, and especially if it's against anything WWE.
Yeah, that's true.
They're like, WrestleMania, The Rock.
He's using the hate.
I'm going to watch Collision.
Yeah, he's using the hate. He's using the hate.
Yeah, hey, whatever.
I mean, more power to you, bro.
If it's there, you might as well use it.
Might as well use it.
He's like, all right, cool. At least I'll get people to watch my show that way.
Correct.
But I think that's about it. That's all we got this week. You got anything?
Nah, bro. I need some sleep. I've been at it. They know what time it is. The team's been at it, man. But hey, my iMac, I got a new one. It's fixed. We're back in business, man. You will see the other episode dropping with this one tomorrow sometime. Whatever. You don't even know when tomorrow is, so I'm fucking tired.
Today.
Yeah. So you'll see it. When you see it, you'll see the other episode too. I just want to thank y'all for vibing with us, hanging with us, growing with us, man. You know what I'm saying? We keeping things going. Again, we're still in the infancy of what we're doing here, but hey, man, this show right here has been the most consistent. And it's been great to be sitting here and honored to be learning things with you and stuff, man, and being committed to it. And I appreciate the audience too, understanding that I'm still very green coming back to this. So there's so much more to learn. And I appreciate y'all, just allowing me to grow with this. But the ones that don't, fuck y'all, okay? Relax. Take it easy.
I think it makes it more fun.
It does.
It gives more
I
of a
don't
reason
care.
to explain it.
Fucking with
Like,
y'all, bro.
I love it. I love the vibe. But anyway, make sure you watch Revolution. See, I'm not anti AEW. I don't hate AEW. I don't hate Tony. Watch Revolution. Sunday night, 8:00. Fight TV. I hate Fight TV. I'm just Triller, whatever it's called now. I'm not a big fan of the site, how it works, but whatever.
It's kind of clunky.
Yeah.
It's
like
kind of clunky.
It's not user friendly. You can't if you buy something, if you like get credits over here, your credits don't transfer.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's
Weird.
ridiculous.
I don't.
It's all cash grab shit.
They need to make a better system for it. But I'm not a fan of Fight, but still, watch it. Get together.
Correct.
Get together. Get with your friends. I don't know why people don't do things together and watch it together. When I was a kid, we used to get
That's
like
all we
8
did.
of us
That's all
watch
we did.
wrestling together. Now everyone sits at home and does it.
Yo, bro, I be trying to get people together all the time. Fuck y'all.
Watch Revolution. We'll run down what happened, and there'll be some more crazy shit that goes down. I'm sure we'll have another Tony Khan Coke moment, and we'll talk about Sting's last match next week, right here on Smarks, Spot Monkeys, and Super Kicks.
Let's go,
Peace.
bitches.